My name is Hallie B. I'm 11 years old, and I'm proud to say that I'm the youngest nurse at Cook Children's. My official title is Ambassador of Joy and Promoter of Hope. And guess what? I'm paid in candy. Last year, I celebrated Erase Kids Cancer from the 5th floor window. We arrived for our very first appointment with Dr. Eames about my bone marrow match. I waited for 10 years to find my bone marrow match, and I was so excited to finally be healed. I remember asking Dr. Eames if she could give me any advice about being a doctor. She told me I would learn something special from every doctor, nurse, and care partner that works with me. So when I become a doctor, I will be able to treat my patients like all my friends at Cook Children's have treated me. I've grown up in hematology and oncology clinics. I've been hospitalized, poked, tested, and retested since I was a baby. I've been to a lot of hospitals, and so far, Cook's is my favorite. But don't worry, they don't really cook children. I spent 60 days in bone marrow transplant. 60 days of not going outside, of only playing within the four walls of the hospital room. 60 days of being isolated. But my doctors and nurses were always there for me. We played, told stories, cracked jokes, and played Nerf guns when I was supposed to be sleeping. Looking back on it, I had bad days, but most of the days were really good. It was because of the positive attitudes that every nurse, doctor, and care partner had. It brought so much positivity into my room. When I was healthy enough to go to Ron McDonald House, I was actually sad to leave the hospital. 2 months later, I came back. This time, I was diagnosed with osteosarcoma. Don't worry, it's a big word for bone marrow, or bone cancer, sorry. My mom can't pronounce it either. I was really sad to be sick again, but I'm blessed to be back at Cook Children's. They've already saved my life once. I know they'll save it again. When Dr. Eames told me I had cancer, I was sad, but I knew that God was with me and that I'm going to be okay. But I'm here to help more kids, and that's what we are doing. We are erasing kids' cancer. We do this with every kid's story we share, with every research dollar we raise, with every family we love and support, with each moment of hope. It is hard to live on the 5th floor, I'm not gonna lie. Sometimes it's sad. We can't go outside because the world has too many germs. When friends don't ever come back. When kids share scars, lick battle wounds, and know too many big medical words. As much as there is bad, there is happiness too. In the giggles of children when they were disconnected from their poles and could ride tricycles in the hallway. Wheelchair races, Nerf wars with doctors and nurses, and the artwork on the walls. in the smiles of all the parents when their kids can go home. And days like today, the 5th floor is all the good and all the bad. It is not the place anyone wants to be, but is the place closest to miracles and closest to God. Today, we honor the warriors of the 5th floor, children who have cancer, families who watch over us, and the nurses and doctors who dedicate their lives to making sure we can outlive them. When I grow up, I'm going to be a doctor at Cook Children's. When I grow up, I'm going to help other kids. When I grow up, it's because Cook Children's fought to make sure that I have a future. A future full of brightness, laughter, and giggles. I don't have to tell you that kid cancer is underfunded. I don't have to tell you that chemotherapy I use is old and was tested on adults. I don't have to tell you that we need to find a cure. I know you understand. Because when you look at me, you can see the future. You know all this because cancer has touched your lives. You know this because you have seen it firsthand. You know this, and still you come back to fight. And fight we will. Today, to start off Childhood Cancer Awareness, my charity, Hallie's Heroes, is donating $10,000 to Dr. Valance and her research team in order to find a cure for kids like me. We owe it to every kid on that 5th floor. We really do.